honoring our Poet Laureate, Arianette, or Ari Zach. Did I say that right? Okay, there you go. Ari Zach's journey as a poet started years ago when she first took the stage at a local open mic event. Now the art form has brought her to City Hall for a very official title, the City of St. Albert's newest Poet Laureate. The Poet Laureate role, which Zach will hold for the next 2 years, positions her as a long cultural and literary ambassador. She'll read poetry at civic events and act as a torchbearer for the arts and culture in the city. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Hey, very excited to be here with all of you today, meeting so many lovely people. I can't single anyone out because I don't want to seem like I'm playing favorites. The poem today is called Orange Tinted Purpose. It's a poem about change, renewal, growth, and accepting things ending, and I hope you enjoy. Somewhere the first leaf goes orange. Summer has passed by into bustling September. My friends, they have gone. Come back. We'll talk again as if never left, never to leave. Find purpose poring over paper stuck to the wall, looking at all that's to be done. Think those sweet thoughts which escaped all summer. Shake the ground below as hurried steps vibrate the floor. Experience elation, ambition, the good things, the things I wish to feel always. Plan the days, organize my life, get it right, follow my head. Watch the trees shiver with wind, jot down my love, spare some for myself. See the students, bright-eyed, ready for days ahead, endless. In a room fit to grow, we put away the air conditioner, pick up dirty clothes from the floor, prepare for cold. Before long, it will be winter, and the streets will be white with resolve, challenges faced and met. This is for days to come. For now, for me, I make coffee in the morning, clear off my desk, sit by the window, wait for frost to encroach it, feel something else, take a minute to find the word for it, smile to myself, accept it, allow optimism for days ahead, on their way, endless. Thank you.
Thank you, Ari. That was well done. I'm going to invite our keynote speaker to the stage shortly, or right now. She can come now if she likes. She looks like she's ready. And I'd like to say a few words about our Mayor, Cathy Heron. She told me to shorten our bio. Be nice. Do I have to? No, okay. Thanks. That's your counselor there that's saying that. Just wanted to let you know. So our Mayor, Cathy Heron. She asked me to shorten the bio, but I will not because she deserves everything that is written about her here, and I'm going to lower the mic now. As the first female mayor in 20 years, and only the second in the history of St. Albert, Cathy Heron embodies the values of our modern community. Serving her second term as mayor, and through her leadership, St. Albert actively engages in environmental stewardship, responsible growth, and the rights of our First Nations and the LGBTQ+ through respectful engagement within our community. A graduate of both the University of Alberta and NAIT, Mayor Heron values diverse knowledge, education, and experience as pillars for decision-making. In addition to her education, Mayor Heron has extensive experience in regional governance, including 2 terms as a city councillor prior to her election as mayor in 2017. Mayor Heron understands the value of leading by example. She served as president at the Alberta Municipalities Association, board directors for Alberta Recycling Management Association, 4 years as director of the Alberta Capital Region Wastewater Commission, and an active role in Capital Region Growth Plan Task Force, and many more. The result is extensive and diverse relationships throughout the region with elected civil and business stakeholders that collaborate with her for a strong and respected city of St. Albert. With her partner, Carl, they have a vibrant blended family of 7 children from teen to adult ages and the much-loved family dog, Boomer, who I believe is with us, right? River's here, sorry, under the table. She loves the outdoors and weekends as they can be found sailing in Wabamun or camping at any one of the beautiful campgrounds in Alberta. So with that, it is my honor to introduce the Honourable Mayor, Cathy Heron, to the stage.
Morning, everyone. I guess it's afternoon, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start with thanking Ari. That was a beautiful poem. I started having the Poet Laureate present about 2 or 3 years ago, and I think it adds such a touch to our state of the city, exemplifying the values we have as a city in not just visual arts, but performing arts. So I thought that was wonderful. I have to acknowledge my mayor colleagues. I think all of them are here. You were introduced earlier, so thank you all for being here and supporting me. This speech is as much yours as it is mine. And I need to also acknowledge my senior team. I've got Mr. Bill Fletcher here and his 4 managing directors. They're all, Adrian's not here. It's okay. I really appreciate all the support that the city staff give me so I am able to do what I'm about to do. So although Rosanna already did a land acknowledgement, I would like to repeat that I want to respectfully acknowledge that we are in Treaty 6 territory, traditional lands of the First Nation and Métis people. Our council continues to work with Indigenous partners in the region to find collective ways to move forward in our journey towards reconciliation. In the spirit of reconciliation, I encourage you to attend the city's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation event on September 30th at Mission Park. All members of our community are welcome to join us for a time of reflection and to appreciate some of the amazing performances. All right, at the beginning of our term, St. Albert City Council established a strategic plan to guide our work over the next 4 years. As a council, we plan around what we hear from the public, and our priorities are to advance and complete during a term. Sometimes they take longer than 1 term. Most of my mayor colleagues will understand that. It takes a long time to do some of these tactical objectives. Most of the decisions are far-reaching and create positive impact far beyond 1 council term. Our strategy in St. Albert has 5 overarching priority areas, each including key tactics that are important to council. The 5 overarching areas of priority are economic prosperity, a vibrant downtown, community well-being, adapting to a changing natural environment, and financial sustainability. We've made some great progress on achieving significant portions of our plan and in advancing the strategies in our areas of focus. Advancing these priority areas is key to ensuring we're able to maintain the high quality of life we enjoy here in St. Albert. Over the past year, we continue to grow as a city, and we continue to make gains in both residential and non-residential development. Council was excited to release our 2024 census, which puts us at 72,316 people. This represents approximately a 9.2% increase, or 6,234 people, and that's since 2018. The census results also showed the city now has 29,549 dwellings, an increase of 3,466. We made progress in improving our transportation network because those people need somewhere to travel on. This will support the effective movement of people and goods in our city. I will share a few examples of our achievements over the past 12 months, and will also give you a sneak peek into some things we are looking forward to in the future. So transportation. Anyone living in St. Albert is well aware of the many construction projects in our city. Projects that maintain our existing infrastructure and some that expand and improve it. Some of these are smaller projects and can be complete in 1 construction season, but others are larger, more complex, multi-year projects, such as Ray Gibbon Drive and North St. Albert Trail. Over the short term, we have to deal with traffic disruptions and longer commutes while this construction work is underway. But over the long term, we will enjoy a much more efficient and effective transportation network that supports all modes of travel, improves traffic flow, optimizes commute times, and provides us with a strong foundation to address and accommodate the future growth. St. Albert Trail is an incredibly important road, both from a regional perspective and a local perspective. It is a road that happens to go right through the middle of our city. It connects to many other key roadways and provides access to most of our commercial space. As our city grows to the north, more residents and businesses are calling that part of St. Albert home. To support this growth and the additional traffic that it generates, we have been improving the northern part of St. Albert Trail over the past several years. And this work will continue for a few more. This is a major project that will be completed in 5 phases. We've already completed the first 2 phases, which involved improvements between Boudreau Road and Everett Drive and Jensen Lakes Boulevard. We are in the midst of the 3rd phase of this work, which is focused on improving St. Albert Trail to Neil M. Ross Road and the future Fowler Way Road. This current stage of work is expected to continue until late 2025. And then the final 2 phases of the project are anticipated for completion in the next 5 to 10 years, which will take us to St. Albert's northern boundary. The overall improvements to St. Albert Trail North will ensure that we are supporting walking, cycling, and transit services while also allowing for effective and safe movement of large volumes of vehicular traffic. Ray-Gibbon Drive is a key route for north-south traffic on the west side of the city and is also an important regional road connecting communities to the north of St. Albert with Edmonton and also areas in the south part of our city. Twinning Ray-Gibbon Drive has been essential for the growth we have seen in the western part of our city, and it will also provide access to the future Lakeview Business District, St. Albert's 3rd major business park, and a key generator to new jobs and non-residential development. The Ray-Gibbon Drive twinning is another long-term, multi-phase project. The first 2 phases are already complete, and the next 2 phases are planned to begin in 25 and to be completed in 29. Once Ray-Gibbon Drive has been connected to the North St. Albert Trail via the planned new roadway of Fowler Way, the northwest of the city will be highly connected and serviced. As you may know, the City of St. Albert has partnered with the Government of Alberta on a cost-sharing agreement to twin Ray-Gibbon Drive. This is where I was going to say nice things about Dale. Support for the province was essential to make this program a reality. I need to once again acknowledge and thank the province for not only entering into this agreement, but also for stepping up when construction costs increased. Ray-Gibbon Drive is not only fueling growth and creating jobs in St. Albert, but it will benefit the wider Edmonton metropolitan region. In the past State of the City addresses, I have celebrated the rapid growth of Anthony Henday Business Park in South Riel, which is located at the southernmost boundary of St. Albert. We are all sitting in South Riel right now. The twinning of Ray-Gibbon Drive played a key role in attracting significant private investment for this impressive development. We have already welcomed firms such as the Alberta Beverage Container Recycling Corporation, Uline, and OK Tire in this Grade A development. The latest milestone was the completion of Building 2B, which adds vital commercial space to support new and existing businesses. And I'm really pleased to announce that Ray's Sports, and Ray's is in the room today, has recently taken possession of Building 2A, and nearly 170,000 square feet. Ray's Sports will give our residents and visitors access to 20 pickleball courts, basketball and volleyball courts, soccer pitches, paddleball courts, along with healthy food options, physiotherapy, and a sports-focused daycare. I look forward to the increased recreational opportunities this facility will provide to our growing community. Looking at South Riel as a whole, I'm pleased to announce that the permits have now been submitted for the final phase of development of this exciting and world-class business park. Thanks to the development of South Riel and other parts of the city, St. Albert has added nearly 2 million square feet of new warehousing space over the past 6 years. In addition to the new businesses in South Riel, we are also welcoming businesses in our existing business parks, which are fully built out and actually have quite low vacancy. But for example, Duraline is a new addition to the Campbell Business Park at the east end of our city. We're also seeing large corporations investing in our city through the acquisition of existing businesses, such as Berry Global, the new owner of Pro Western Plastics. Berry Global is a Fortune 500 company and is the largest injection molding manufacturer in North America, with some 46,000 employees over 250 locations around the world. This acquisition represents over $100 million in foreign direct investment in St. Albert and is a sign that St. Albert, and St. Albert businesses are being recognized on an international level. We've seen a boom of new businesses in St. Albert, especially in the retail sector. This means our residents have more exciting options for shopping and dining than ever before. New shopping options such as for families include Urban Kids, the Shoe Company, and Best Buy has come back to St. Albert. In fact, we've seen nearly 1,000 new businesses in St. Albert over the past 5 years, which is simply massive gain for our community. Remember that as we increase our commercial and retail base, we are able to take pressure off residential taxes for our residents. We are also welcoming an exciting new independent grocery store, Loca. They're an amazing twist on the traditional grocery store, offering great options and an experience that is nothing short of spectacular. I know St. Albert residents are going to love having this new store available to them. I feel like I'm always following on the heels of Strathcona. Sherwood Park got the first Loca. So if you want to check it out before it's in St. Albert, I'm sure Rod will give you a tour. So the next time you're out and about, make sure you enjoy two of our new ice cream shops, La Dipierre or Whole Scoop, or satisfy your sweet tooth with the Candy Lab, the dynamic candy shop, or Crumble Cookie. As I was reading that, I realized the best way to get your name dropped in the Mayor's State of the City is to offer sweets and candy, because well, obviously my staff picked up on that, and I think they were all on the screen. Anyways, we continue to welcome exciting new businesses throughout St. Albert, both in existing commercial spaces and in new areas like South Riel, the upcoming Lakeview Business District, the Alliance Centre, which is in Riverside, and Heron Ridge North. St. Albert has always been a growing community, so we are conscious of ensuring that we are not only growing, but we are growing responsibly. We are proud of the processes around our area structure plans and land use bylaws. We strive to find a balance that ensures responsible growth while encouraging land developers to choose St. Albert to build exciting new communities. It's because of these efforts that St. Albert has become a top choice for developers and remains one of Canada's top communities to live in. Changes to our land use bylaw are coming to council this fall, and that will further improve these processes to benefit both residents and developers. St. Albert has an ongoing commitment to reduce unnecessary bureaucracy. This has attracted the attention of the government of Alberta, who have recognized the City of St. Albert for our achievements. I'd like to commend our city staff for their hard work in this area, and I would like to point out that earlier this year, the Honourable Dale Nally, Minister of Service Alberta and Red Tape Reduction, recognized the City of St. Albert for its municipal leadership in permitting processes and timelines. And I'm sure he made that announcement in St. Albert, not just because he was a resident, but we actually deserved it. Favorite child. Likewise, the Urban Development Institute, in its annual report, also recognized St. Albert for having the fastest permitting times in the region, with a turnaround time of just under 5 days on average across all permit types. This means that when you apply for a permit, whether it's to build a deck, fence, house, or a massive warehouse, St. Albert is the most efficient place to build and the best partner to work with. I have heard that in some cases, permits can be issued the same day that you apply without any reduction in professional review or due diligence by our staff. In addition to welcoming new businesses, we are also welcoming new residents to St. Albert. We want to ensure there is sufficient housing for our new arrivals, and we are committed to ensuring that everyone in our community is welcome. In 2020, we issued a diversity and an inclusion declaration to add weight to our commitment. The declaration reads, in part, that the City of St. Albert embraces diversity and is proud to be an inclusive and accessible gathering place of people. As a city, we will work hard so that all residents and visitors are valued and included. To put action to this declaration, the City has established ongoing resources in Indigenous relations and community development to build inclusive connections and accessible supports within our community. For 2025, we have committed to resourcing within our Human Resources Department to foster employee diversity and inclusion as well. Work is currently underway in preparing an inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility strategy that will guide our ongoing actions to embrace diversity, enable and support healthy and resilient environments for our employees, and provide inclusive and accessible programs and services for our residents. This past year, we continued our practice of painting a Progress Pride crosswalk in collaboration with the city's 2 LGBTQ+ community. Crosswalks make a visible statement about the importance of inclusion and diversity. A crosswalk is a reminder to look out for vulnerable people, respect the right-of-way, and let them pass unharmed. A rainbow crosswalk does all this while showing members of a particular vulnerable population that their community supports them. I'm also very excited to announce a new crosswalk. As a community, we are going to take another step in our reconciliation journey. St. Albert is proud to support our Indigenous partners in painting an Every Child Matters crosswalk, which will be unveiled Tuesday morning in St. Albert. It's going to be located at the intersection of St. Anne Street and Perrin Street, so anyone who wants to come out and see it, you're more than welcome. And I really want to thank the Indigenous community and everyone involved for their commitment to make this initiative a reality. So normally I stand up here and I talk, and sometimes I cough like I did last year. So this year we thought we'd do a little something fun, again following in the heels of Rod Frank from Strathcona. I went to his State of the City and he had a video. So we have put together a little video to show you some of the sites that I've been talking about instead of just listening to me. So we'll cue that now. I'm standing in the spot where Lakeview Business District will begin to take shape in the years ahead. Although right now it's an empty field, this area will soon be a thriving hub of economic activity. St. Albert's newest business park will add over 600 acres of much-needed light industrial land to our inventory. The business park will spur economic growth and create new jobs in our city, and of course the region. Lakeview is our council's top priority and is yet another project that will benefit from the twinning of Ray Given Drive. So while I'm standing here, I'd like to point out the crane behind me. That is Ville Giroux, right across Ray Given Drive. Council approved 2 giant towers that will hold residential rental apartments, which we felt was going to be a very good symbiotic relationship between the employment lands that we're creating where I'm standing and residential close by, so people can work, live, and play within a short distance. Now let's head over to Heron. Welcome to the Heron neighborhood. So complementing our massive non-residential growth are some major residential projects that will provide much-needed housing options for our growing city. In 2023, we saw over 244 million in total residential building permits, which was the highest value we have seen since 2017. The most recent municipal census showed St. Albert's population has risen to over 70,000 people. Council wants to ensure there are a wide range of housing options for our residents, which is a key component of our strategic plan and our priority under community well-being. Now, let's head over to Riverbank Landing. Welcome to Riverbank Landing. One of the exciting new residential projects is Riverbank Landing by Boudreaux Developments. Although the 260-unit condo tower is still under construction, it is already more than 50% sold. The project will be mixed use, which means it will offer a combination of residential, office, and commercial spaces. Construction is well underway and is expected to be complete with suites ready for occupancy in 2025. Now, let's head on over to the East Village. Welcome to Landrex's East Village. The East Village by Landrex is another large mixed-use residential project coming to the northern part of our city. In addition to 183 high-end residential units, this project is also planning to create 90,000 square feet of new commercial space for a variety of businesses. I want to acknowledge the meaningful partnership Landrex and Fort McKay First Nation have formed to bring this development to our community. It demonstrates how Indigenous and non-Indigenous partners can work together on mutually beneficial endeavors that make a positive impact today and for future generations. Now, let's head on over to the east side of St. Albert and Old Coal Mine Road. Welcome to the east side of St. Albert on Old Coal Mine Road. Before we can continue to develop the northeast part of St. Albert, we need to add significant capacity to our municipal servicing infrastructure. I'm standing in the spot where this infrastructure needs to be built. Securing funding for this new water and sewer line is another important element of our continued growth as a city. Developing this new infrastructure is essential if we are to continue to provide much-needed space for residences and businesses in the northeast part of St. Albert. Now, let's head on over to the Heron district. Welcome to Heron District. Much of the progress we achieve as a city is done in partnership with residents, investors, developers, and business owners. It is due to our collective efforts that we have been able to build our thriving city. In addition to creating new growth in developing areas of the city, we also want to sustain and enhance economic growth in established parts of St. Albert. Our downtown is the cultural, governance, and business heart of our community. A vibrant downtown signals a vibrant city, and supporting that outcome is another vital part of Council's strategic plan. The city is supportive of this work, but we cannot do it alone. We need to take a partnership approach to maximize our opportunities for success. One notable example of this type of initiative is the newly minted Downtown Business Improvement Area. In April, Council approved the inaugural operating budget and board of directors. The Downtown Business Association board and its members are not only hard at work standing up this brand new organization, but have already put together a strategic plan and made progress on a number of projects to enhance the aesthetics of our downtown. I applaud the initiative of the organizers and the support shown by the many downtown businesses who share our vision of a vibrant downtown. We look forward to working together to enhance our downtown business community. And now, let's head on to our next destination. Welcome to the future community amenity site. St. Albert is a community that values nature and healthy, active lifestyles. Our residents make great use of our beautiful parks and our impressive trail system. We also have some amazing recreational facilities, including the Fountain Park Recreation Center and Service Credit Union Place. But we are beginning to outgrow our current capacity and are preparing for a future community amenity site in the Northwest. The proposed community amenity site at this spot includes aquatics, an arena, a fitness area, track, along with outdoor spaces, including a bike skills park, and of course pickleball, sports courts, and of some gathering spaces. Once complete, the community amenity site will enable the City of St. Albert to continue to meet the sports and recreation needs of our active and growing community. Now, let's head to St. Albert Place. Welcome to St. Albert Place. St. Albert is a really special place with a vibrant community spirit, one that has deep appreciation for the arts and our cultural heritage. I'm standing in front of St. Albert Place, home of the Plaza Series, which recently hosted a sold-out show. We are fortunate to have a variety of amazing public art throughout our community, like the Pine Cone, Migration, Mother Bear. So as you can see, art is the heart of our community. But there is really one last special place I want to take you. Let's go there now. Welcome to Fowler Athletic Park. I wanted to take a moment to highlight the public art piece Soaring by Kalina Hansen, right behind me. It was recently installed on the retaining wall here at Fowler Athletic Park. Kalina is a young artist from St. Albert who participated in Amplify, the city's young artist development program, which encourages young people to get involved in building our vibrant community. Kalina's engaging illustration captures many of the landmarks and activities that make St. Albert so special. Locating such a creative piece of art in a popular running track, which hosts a variety of competitions during the year, will serve to encapsulate what St. Albert is all about and to help share what we value with all who experience this facility and the public art that enriches this space. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of St. Albert. I'm going to head back to where you all are now at the Enjoy Center. So before I say goodbye, I just want to take some time to express my appreciation for you joining me here today and sharing a bit of St. Albert's story. I encourage you to celebrate the success of the city, to reflect on what makes St. Albert special for you and your family, and to enjoy all our community has to offer. I want to leave this one final message with you today. We are a successful city. We are a successful community. Each and every one of us, each and every one of you is part of that success. And we have every right to be proud of ourselves and our community. Let's continue to celebrate and all that we have accomplished together.
That was excellent. A big round of applause again for our mayor. Thank you, Rob. You make it look so easy. We have a few minutes for questions and answers, if the mayor will permit. Yes, excellent.
Do we have mics?
I don't know. Do we have mics? At the back, so.
Please be kind. Bill, you can get up here and help me answer. No questions? All right, good night. Oh, no. Do you have some? Oh, I see, okay.
I just want to ask about Riverside. Are we getting traffic lights at McCanney and Red Spur? It's horrible.
Is that horrible?
Yeah.
So the way we approach traffic lights in St. Albert is through the, I'm going to get this wrong, the Canadian Transportation Guidelines, something like that. It's federal. What we'll do is if we have an area that's identified in need, and if you want to send an email, I can absolutely put that as and our staff might have already identified it. They'll put down some counting strips, and then we get to certain thresholds. Some of them might just have a crosswalk, some of them might have a lighted crosswalk, and then the full intersection when we get us to a certain traffic count. So it's probably on our watch list. But if you want to email me, I can find out for sure. Yeah?
Oh, hi there. My name's Corey.
Councillor Killick's writing these all down. He's going to send them in.
Hi there. So one thing is like kind of a little bit of a comment is like I contribute a lot to your permit problem, and I would say that the permit process has been phenomenal, and I deal with a lot of different communities, and that is one item that we've noticed a major improvement in the last few years is how quickly the permit process has been going through. So I own a residential design firm, and we deal with a lot of different permit varieties, and it's been like kind of the easiest process is dealing with, when we see St. Albert, oh man, okay, it's gonna be relaxed. When you deal with Edmonton, there's been a lot more chaos. So I appreciate that the change in the permits and all that, and we contribute to that 2.4 million in permits quite a bit. So thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you. You know what? I said it attracted the attention of our provincial government. Premier Smith has actually sent accolades to St. Albert in more than twice or a couple of times. One was at the big State of the Region event. So she's identified it, so that bodes well. So thank you for that. Any more? Rohit over here. Hold on. There we go.
I have some comments to make, but I don't have any questions. But the business has been so friendly, so much without problem. The whole development we have done right now in St. Albert, for me, it has been painless. I sleep well. That's all I wanted to tell you.
Well, thank you for that. With the city, the city was very excited when Rohit purchased the Chiro lands, and we could partner with you because I we hadn't partnered with Rohit in the past or not in a long time. So we were very excited when you came, and we need to also thank Rohit for our community amenity site lands. That was their gift to us, and so we're working to develop a really exciting community in Shiro. Yeah. Councillor Ray Watkins.
Ex-councillor. I was just wondering about an update on 22 St. Thomas. I know we have some provincial politicians in the room today, and it's my understanding that we were looking for some provincial funding to help move that project forward.
Yeah. Was that Councillor Jolly? So, I can't help it. Councillor Watkins. Ray Watkins was on council last term. He put forward a motion to do an expression of interest for a piece of land in our downtown. That has been awarded to Homeland Housing, which Councillor Jolly sits on. They will be building it will be mixed, affordable, and market. And I think somebody might have to correct me, we have donated the land, which is worth approximately $3 million. This council actually stepped up about a month and a half ago to add another 2.6 million to the pot, so we can come up to a threshold that would attract the attention of the province. Minister, I know Dale's completely behind this project and is working to support it. I know Marie and Raki are probably like, let's do this. So honestly, we're waiting for money from both the federal and provincial government to get this off the ground. I think it's attractive, and I continue to cross my fingers and talk to Nixon and whoever I can get in front of. Yeah, I know. Let's get going. Yeah, it's important for St. Albert. Paul Lanny from Alberton, which is just across the street here, brought to my attention today a report that wasn't very flattering for St. Albert about how we rank for rental in St. Albert. And a big part of that is our vacancy is so low. So you can charge more for rental buildings when there's not many available. I announced that we're going to be doing, Sidex is building those towers that will be all rental. Alberton's bringing some in. If we need to build all of these to increase our inventory of rental in St. Albert. We've done a fairly good job in the last 6 years, but there's a lot of work to do.
Hi, it's Michael Sands with Fountain Tire, and I just want to thank the city on behalf of. Should I stand? Want to thank the city on behalf of Fountain Tire and the Soapbox Derby. It almost didn't happen because the busing and the transportation. Yep. We met with the team, and although it was difficult, they went exceptionally out of their way to make sure that this could occur. Thank you, Council, for the support of the Soapbox Derby. It's such a great thing in the city. And we also thank you for the support of the Rock in August.
I promise I did not plant a bunch of people in the room to just spew accolades at the city, but we're hearing it, and I just want to, if there's no more questions, and I'll stick around after, but I wanted to say, as I said earlier, this is really the staff that make this happen and make council look good. Meeting with the staff on the transportation, transit with Soapbox Derby wasn't council, it was the staff. Permitting times is staff. Like it's a priority that council maybe tells our senior team, but they make it happen. So I really want to once again thank the City of St. Albert staff. There's 600 some employees, and they're all serving you as a community. No questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Heron, for your presentation.